Well, I promised today we would talk not so much at the why level, the big question stuff, but we'd actually start now talking about how. How do I become a more calm person? And I want to start with just giving you a little bit of a framework from a guy named Dallas Willard, who wrote a famous book called The Renovation of the Heart, which is a very heady and dense book, but has some really good things to say. And in that book, he has a little framework which he calls the transformation framework. And it goes like this. It starts with V for vision, then it goes I for intention, and then it goes P for practices. VIP, vision, intention, practices. Well, what does that mean? Well, what it means is if you have a vision, so say you have a vision to get swole, okay, you're gonna really gonna get swole. My friend Osborne, he's pretty swole. So he has a vision, I'm gonna be a really swole gym sort of person, okay? That's his vision. I wanna change my body so that it's, real muscly and all that sort of stuff. But vision alone is not enough, right? We started our little series with this postcard of vision, that this is the calm mind that Jesus has and the calm mind that we wanna develop in our own lives, okay? Vision's awesome and it's powerful, but it's not enough on its own. It needs to lead to intention, which is where we make a decision. I'm gonna go to the gym and sign up to join the gym, okay? So that's intention, all right? It's making the decision. And the third part of transformation is practices or habits. There's things we have to do. Now, just joining a gym is not enough to make you swole. Even attending the gym is not enough to make you swole. You actually have to do stuff. It's not like you can borrow a book on push-ups and get stronger. You actually have to do the things in order to get the results. And so we've sat with this idea of being calm, and we've sat this idea of having the mind of Jesus. But I want to now challenge you, actually push back on you a little and say, are you up for that? Do you want to go on that journey? Do you want to actually join this gym to become a more calm person? And so if you are at a place where you go, you know what, I want to do that, then I'm going to ask you to do something in a minute. I'm going to ask you to post a strong arm emoji on whatever platform you're viewing this on, just as a commitment to yourself to say, you know what, I'm going to start this. I'm going to experiment with some of these practices. Of course, I'm going to have the mind of a scientist as well. I'm going to experiment. I'm going to try some things. I'm going to learn. Listen, calm people exist. They exist all around your life. If you have a poke around, I bet you could nominate a few. And they weren't born that way. They have cultivated different ways of thinking, different ways of deciding, and different habits. Remember our head, heart, and hands. They've cultivated those things because calm people think different thoughts to anxious people. Calm people have different habits to anxious people. Calm people make different decisions than anxious people. So if you want to make a commitment to become a calm person, I want you to do that. I want you to post that emoji on this comment thread. Let me give you a scripture to sit with, okay, as we think about that. This is from Psalm 131, and it says in verse 2, "But I have calmed and quieted my soul." I have calmed and quieted my soul. I made a decision that I am going to calm my farm. And so if that's you, you want to make a decision to do that today, then post that emoji and come with us. Starting the next episode, we're going to start unpacking some actual practices. They're actual gym training exercises that we can do together. Can't wait to see you in the next ep.